Welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is your Skin Red Fox. Back with another episode of Let's Play Crusader Kings 3 Realms in Exile, where we are going to continue our run as Aragorn. In the last episode, if you didn't watch it, a lot of just a lot of basic management really happened in that particular episode because there's just so much that happened, but it's all it was basically us handing out a lot of provinces because um, it, to kind of wrap, make a long story short, Rivendell, Elrond led a large group of people to go and take back Minas Tirith from Mordor. And what ended up happening is we had the option. Don't know why we did. Maybe that's just because of the game and because of you are indeed the heir or whatever. You had the option to either give it to one of your friends, give it back to Denethor, or take it yourself. I chose to take it ourselves, and now we had to basically deal with a bunch of uh, just managing all of the realm stuff. So now what we're gonna do, do we? I don't think we actually did the feast. Okay, no, we did do the feast. Okay, so now it's just a matter of waiting, because we do have a high stress, and we don't want to die from something as silly as stress, especially not this early on into the run. But we do have some time until that passes. So until then, we can't really do anything in the wilderness anymore. But I did ask a lot of the people over here to make their main focus to go and settle the wilderness, and I'm going to continue to do so. The Tedjan unite once more. This is some people down to the south, it looks like. So we're just going to let them be. Welcome, friends. Let's do that. Let's do that. Trying to get some stress down a little bit here. 100 stress. Let's do the 100 stress because we don't really need prestige, obviously. Okay. All right. It wasn't the. It didn't give us the most, but it was nice. The mistake I made last one. If you didn't watch the last episode, I get you might want to just because of the stupid decision that I made, and I'm actually very curious if I will get a decision as time goes on, um, to right that wrong. But we're just gonna kind of keep on doing what we're doing. Right. Okay, cool. We got a Royal Knight in there. That's great. Now we just have to look at Mordor. Mordor's got 29,000 troops to our 23,000, although we do have many more allies. Let's see. We can't really go for any of the Mordor people, so right now I think the best option would definitely be to just try and. I'm actually gonna. Can we? I'm trying to see where the crossing is here. Is the crossing just? Uh, you know what? We're not gonna put I was gonna make it go to that large area right over there, but that's perfectly fine. We're just gonna do this. I think since my wife died, my stewardship did go down significantly. So we are gonna have to give out a few more pieces of land. Let's see if we do have any more baronies to give out. We do actually. So we do have a few of these that we can just grant to random people, which would be nice. And then we should have one more, I think. Yeah, I think it's this one right here. No. Let me see. I must have missed it somewhere. This is just so I can get my domain limit under control a little bit. Let's grant it to this guy here. Perfectly fine there. And now we can go ahead and continue on with our assault of this guy right here. Okay, yeah, and it does look like we can just cross right there. It doesn't look like. Oh, I was thinking about the river up there. Oh, hello. Ooh, Sauron joined this war here. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'm curious. We may not need to call anybody because we might be able to take this before um, Sauron gets here. That's the hope and the prayer there. I don't know if we can actually catch these guys before we come. Okay, we did. Okay, wonderful. Enforce demands disbanded. Okay, so this guy must have been um he must have been following Sauron. We're gonna go ahead and make that a feudal castle, and we're gonna go make that give this to a Gondorian. Ready? That should be fine there. We can now also hold core. We also have another one of these. We're going to go ahead and get engineered for destruction, which is good, and hold court. Starts. Okay, we can do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. As you can tell, some of the things I'm doing now is also going to be pretty okay with just handing out money because we're getting so much now. I mean, our money that we're getting now is just ridiculous. It's so much more than like the 2 or 3 or 12 we were getting when we formed the Empire of uh, Arnor. And great, we go ahead and enforce demands there. We're going to go ahead and give this guy this piece of land as well. I figured that just is a little bit better. As you can tell, we do have a large swath of people down here. It does look like they are the cult of the Khazgramas, which we will deal with these people later. Right now, these are our biggest enemies right now, so we're just gonna focus on Mordor. These guys right here, they consider us evil. We consider them evil. I'm assuming the same thing with these guys right here. Yeah. Okay. I don't think that there's anybody else that we consider good that's not in the current religion. Let's go ahead and see something real quick. Currently, we have the two main titles. Let's see. I'm curious what. So Arnor's up there, and Gondor's right here. Go ahead, and I think I'm going to make this the primary title. Make Gondor the primary title. Just I like the white borders a little bit more. Like nothing more than just really flavor. I was thinking about it and I was like, I like the idea of Arnor because that's where we started at. But Gondor does have really cool like white borders, and it's very good contrast against Mordor with that dark red, almost brownish color. So okay. Oh, I didn't. I must have not done the achievements here. Which this is kind of cool too. If you want to kind of look at it, they do actually have their own achievements for Realms in Exile, which is really cool. But we'll keep on doing our thing here. Um, Next thing we can do is we can start going after some of these people over here. This guy is not really wanting to be a part of our kingdom, but we'll have to go after him at some point too. Still looking around to see what we have. Let's look at our men at arms. We do have 4, so we do have some other options that we can go with here. Gondorian Marines, which is 14. Kind of curious as to why. I have to look in more into these a little bit. We can go ahead. Oh my gosh, these guys are literally only good in planes and nothing else. That's terrible. I mean, they're really good in planes, but other than that, though, they are not very good in anything else. Ithilien Rangers is actually really good. Let's go ahead and get one of them. We'll go ahead and do another guards at the Citadel. Gondorian Bowman. We'll probably just do Ithilien Rangers, I think. I think that's fine. And then we will have one of these right here. And we went through a lot of our gold there, but we still have so much that we're still doing just fine. We will go ahead and up the Crown Authority just a little bit. And we'll just see who the next person that we can. I don't think that Theoden would. Well, I guess this is Aomir now. Yeah, Theoden's no longer the king anymore. Because Theoden's son died, and he didn't have any heirs. I'm kind of curious. Is his sister? Oh, and then Eowyn died too. Which she died from? She died. She was slain in battle, which is wild. Hmm. I want to kind of look at something. I'm just like also very curious as to some of the people that are in the game. Denethor should be somewhere over here. There's Denethor. In this one, Boromir is actually alive, married with 2 children. Well, he's a landless leader, and so is Faramir, who is married with 2 children as well, both daughters. So it's kind of weird. I mean, crazy because Denethor actually doesn't have any heirs after his heirs because he's both of his sons had 2 daughters apiece. Hmm. I don't actually know how long this truce lasts for, but we do have some allies that we can call to this if we so please. But right now, kind of what I want to do, I want to go ahead and colonize these 2 pieces of land right here, since they are in fact wilderness. And while we are doing the basic wilderness stuff that we were doing earlier in the playthrough, we'll go ahead and clean those out, and I will go ahead and also see what we can do as far as trying to get some of these pieces of land over here. So we can go over here and take over this person's land. Um, and then what I do want to do is I want to go ahead and have this guy fabricate claim on this guy here. So now we're just going to go ahead and march on. We have a ton of troops though, so I'm not too worried about this at all. Let's take this piece of land real quick. Okay, hold up. With the fall of the settlement of Calduil, the overlord Marazer, much of the greater Faerdur has been left bare to rampage the Horondor looters, as there are few local fortresses of size left to oppose them. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. We're just going to go ahead and siege up this person's titles over here. We're at now at his main title, which is fine. And we can go ahead and enforce demands, which is great. See it done. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and disband our armies here in a second. Okay, and now we're just oh wait, no, hold up. Okay, so that's why we can't, because there's an actual like battle still happening. It's so weird to look at that because man, okay, I need that to just be off my screen because that's just a lot to look at. Who are these guys that are actually attacking us? These guys over there? Fine, we'll white piece them because we don't actually need them to be fighting us right now. Okay, so let's disband our guys now. That'd be great. We are now 10 of 8. Um, Alrighty. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and increase development there, pay the ransom for this guy, and then we have 2 pieces of land that we need to give out. It looks like these are probably the 2 up here. And we'll give this one to this guy. And we'll let them feudalize the lands because it costs a lot of money. And I don't necessarily need to worry about that right now. These guys right there are doing whatever. We're actually going to declare war. We're going to go for our claims on this, and now we're also going to raise our troops up. And the thing about this is another thing that's like really helpful about this is that they actually have like somebody who's sieging it up, so they already did a lot of work to this land already. Okay. And now we're about to siege this little piece of land here. Oh, Hold up. We do have somebody who's actually declared war on us, which is wild, to be honest with you. A foreign menace. A horde of disjointed pirates, landless freemen, desperate lesser children, and other assorted miscreants have joined Imrabeth in her proposed assault against my holdings. Although the size of the force is formidable, they lack discipline or loyalty, and each scrounged mercenary focus on exclusively on what. So they're basically kind of giving you a little bit of an idea on what you probably just need to do. Let's go ahead and fight the Black Guards the old-fashioned way. Awesome. Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and finish up this war real fast, and then we're going to go deal with this other one. I'm actually kind of curious because they have to have a sizable amount of troops. Because basically what it is, it's almost like a what's it called? It's almost like the Vikings. How sometimes they'll have these landless, like large hordes of troops that'll like all um, come after you. Like whenever you're like, say like I'm in one of my playthroughs, I'm playing Poland, and you get that from time to time where they'll come and assault you from the north, and yeah, they'll start getting you if you're not careful. But it's usually not too bad though. I don't feel like, because like yeah, this is not a lot of troops. I expected more than what's actually here, but whatever. I'll take that. Enforced demands, awesome. And it looks like there's a guy going after us over here who was probably trying to take over some land after we fought him in the war earlier. Consecrate Bloodline, yes we will. We now got gained Paragon, like a Paragon of Virtue. So we did get that, which is really, really sweet. We're just going to continue our marching our guys over here. And what's really cool about like where you're at right now in the game is that you're so strong and money is 100% not an issue for you, that you can just keep on fighting and there's really little to no consequence for you, honestly. But let's go ahead and let's disband all of our troops, which I think is really, really smart. We can grant vassals, protectorate of a few people. We have some people that we can release, and we actually have kind of expanded a little bit over here, which is pretty sweet. Let's see, Mordor, have they done anything here recently? It doesn't look like they've done anything. It looks like they've just kind of gotten stronger over time, which is fine. Let's go ahead and station our guys here, because we do have some guys who are just like really, really strong that we just need to make sure that we have in really good spots. This one is our strongest troop. We'll go ahead and station them here. And then I think the Athelian Rangers are the second strongest. Yes, I think the Athelian Rangers are the second strongest, so they can kind of go in a few different spots. But it looks like these two are probably our best. These are Dunedain Rangers, not the Athelian Rangers. Hold up, let me back up. Here they are. The Dunedain Rangers, where can they go? Looks like these places are... Baron is not in your domain. Okay, well that's fine. Let's see, we can do the Citadel Guards here. I think they're actually better in like the big city, so we're fine there. We'll just go ahead and station the other guys in some other places. And some of these lands will go to some other people as time goes on. But I think that's actually a pretty good spot. We did a few things. We solidified ourselves by getting some of these border counties over here. We're also working on getting a few of these little wilderness spots that we did in fact have. We are working on those as well. Let me see what they're looking like. This one has 7 months. This one over here, I think right below it. No, it's this one right here. Okay. We'll go ahead and do that. And on that note, we'll go ahead and call it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like in the section below. If you want to see more in the future, please subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot. It means a great deal. And if you have anything you want to say, go to the comment section below. And I'll see you all guys next time.